Hello everyone. Today, we're diving into the heart of the Alps to explore a mind-blowing engineering marvel, the Retam hydropower plant in Ticino, Switzerland. This isn't just a renovation. It's a resurrection. A sleeping giant from the 1920s is being reborn, and when complete, it will be 4 times more powerful than ever before. Originally built nearly a century ago, the plant once powered trains through the mountains. But now, with energy demands on the rise and hydro potential untapped, Swiss engineers are undertaking a project of monumental scale. Their greatest challenge? Buried beneath 200 meters of solid rock, a steep, treacherous pressure tunnel stretching over 1.4 kilometers through fractured, water-soaked stone. In February 2022, blasting began to open the tunnel entrance. But this was no ordinary rock. It was a nightmare combination, brutally hard and riddled with cracks filled with high-pressure groundwater. Even the toughest drill bits wore down fast. The mountain resisted every inch of progress. 3 exploratory boreholes revealed a geological minefield, alternating layers of unbreakable rock and hollow, unstable voids. In some places, natural underground caverns carved by water over millennia threatened to collapse at any moment. To move forward, the team had to build a specialized pressure chamber, the launching point for the steep tunnel leading up to the reservoir. The tunnel itself, just 3.2 meters wide, would be drilled with a purpose-built machine at an angle approaching 45 degrees, one of the steepest and most dangerous tunneling operations ever attempted in Switzerland. Over 20,000 drill holes were needed for about 250 precise explosions, carefully timed to break the rock without compromising the tunnel's integrity. In weaker zones, steel ribs and shotcrete reinforced the walls. Despite the darkness, damp, and danger, the team pressed forward meter by meter. Until, one day, disaster struck. Following a routine blast, a violent jet of water burst from the rock under pressure equivalent to a 100-meter-high column. They had breached a massive underground water pocket. Moving forward was unthinkable. No one knew how much water was waiting on the other side or how quickly it could flood the entire shaft. A geology team was called in immediately. Their test drilling revealed something terrifying, up to 100 liters of water per second gushing from within the mountain. Behind a thin layer of rock lay a giant underground reservoir, invisible and deadly. Without intervention, the tunnel could collapse or flood in seconds. The engineers proposed a bold solution: inject thousands of liters of specialized grout and concrete to seal every crack and fissure in the surrounding rock. Nearly 1,000 injection pipes were used to create 14 massive barriers, each one a concrete shield holding back the fury of the mountain. Once the water was contained, it was time to unleash a mechanical beast, a massive tunnel boring machine, nearly 100 meters long. Too large to transport in one piece, it was delivered in 6 enormous sections and assembled directly at the construction site. The heaviest part, the cutter head, required a custom hydraulic system just to lift it into place. When activated, the machine pressed forward with a force of over 500 tons, grinding through the rock and sending debris down a continuous conveyor. Every advance was exactly 1.2 meters, then the system paused, reset, and pushed again. For safety, an automatic locking system was installed. In the event of power loss or a mechanical failure, pressurized nitrogen tanks and hydraulic brakes would instantly freeze the machine, preventing it from sliding backward down the steep shaft. Without it, a single malfunction could have catastrophic consequences. By the time they reached 300 meters, a technical failure forced the machine to pause. But by then, over 12,000 cubic meters of rock had already been excavated, a staggering achievement in such brutal conditions. These engineers aren't just builders. They're explorers battling earth, water, and time itself. The Retam hydropower plant is coming back to life, not just stronger, but smarter, a towering example of human willpower and cutting-edge engineering. Thank you for watching. If you found this project as fascinating as we did, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more amazing journeys into the world's most incredible engineering feats. See you in the next video.